How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. A couple days ago, I made a video reviewing the game between Sharks and Munster. Now, this got both a lot of hate and a lot of praise for it, but mainly because of Hendrikse's incident, you can call it, with Jack Crowley, the penalty shootout, and so on. Now, I didn't exactly go into much detail in relation to that, but I want to clarify a couple things, and I want to hear what your guys' thoughts are from it as well, because this is very divided. A lot of it is coming from the Irish, a lot of it's coming from South Africa. So I want to hear what your guys thought. I'm trying to be as neutral as physically possible whilst giving my opinion. Now, unfortunately, I can't show you all the videos and so on in fear of potentially, getting a ban. So I'm going to try and add photos as best as I can. But ultimately, there was a lot of controversy in relation to what they're now calling WinkGate. Hendrikse, he ended up winking to Jack Crowley whilst he was down with supposed cramps, and this caused a whole bunch of upset, right? And looking at it, I am not necessarily upset that he winked at Jack Crowley. It's something stupid. It was more of what it meant. And then you look at everything in the build-up to it. There's a reason why I'm not angry. I just don't feel that there's a place in rugby for things like this. A lot of people call it mind games and things like that. And yes, it definitely is becoming part of the game. I just feel there's no need for it, right? So first up, Hendrikse, he takes his penalty, boom, puts it through. And then just before Crowley ends up, taking his penalty, Hendrikse goes down with cramps. Now, whether it's genuine cramps or not, I don't know. But he goes down literally, pretty close to where Jack Crowley is going to be taking his kick. For me, Hendrikse has he's gone down, he's taken his kick, take him off the field, right? But no, the referee stops the game. Jack Crowley says, look, I can just take it. Just let me take it. There's a good separation. Let me take it. No, the referee says, no, we stop. And that ultimately ended up having, I think Hendrikse was on the field for about 2 minutes before he was able to take the kick. Now, in a top flight game, in a high pressure game, like it is with the quarterfinal, that you're continuing on with your team's season could potentially result in whether you take the kick or not. There's a lot of pressure, right? There's a lot of pressure that goes into this. Now, this is where the mind games start. With Hendrikse going down, he's now having Crowley wait for 2 minutes. It doesn't sound like it's very long, but when you're in the mind of a player, as I know in playing, 2 minutes is a very, very long time, especially when you're waiting to take a dead ball kick. A lot is running through your mind. You are second guessing yourself. You are doubting yourself. You are questioning where you're going to kick it, how you're going to kick it, how many steps you're going to take, what's your procedure. There's a lot of things that's going in your mind between then, right? And Hendrikse knows this. Ultimately, it didn't affect the game because Crowley ended up scoring it, but it was that build-up. And then the wink to, bring it to its climax for what I see as Hendrikse saying, I've taken your time, now play, right? Again, there's a lot of people that are both for it and against it. I just feel that could have been handled a lot better. Right? Now, I feel, this is me personally, Hendrikse goes down. You get him off the pitch. Whatever he has is now done. He now has his rest. Take him off. Whether it's through stretcher, you could have dragged him further down the pitch, just a couple meters down the pitch, so that Jack Crowley could have taken his kick instead of having to wait. Right? That is it. There was no need for it. It was unnecessary. And the ref should have seen it. Whether they had someone come on, obviously the Sharks, in the time that the Sharks staff came on, they could have had someone with a stretcher and taking him off and then giving him treatment off the field. And then by the time his next kick comes around, he's good to go, right? Or, he has time, is what I'm saying. So I just feel that in the moments where he dropped, the ref should have taken him off the field to let play continue instead of stopping everything, right? I just feel it's unnecessary. Now, Jack Crowley ultimately was peed off, as is to be expected when something like this is to happen, right? I don't feel he was in the right either. No, none of them were in the right. But I do feel that the situation should have been handled much better by the referee. Because if the referee had to take Hendrikse off the field, none of this would have happened. There would have been none of this controversy. But no, he stopped the game and left Hendrikse where he is, which personally I do feel he put himself there on purpose. I feel he did it on purpose. Mind games, yes. Is it part of the game? Yes. Do I like it? No. But do I understand it's part of the game? Yes. Right? So in all of this, I got so many different comments saying you wanted Munster to win. You're an Irish fan. I'm like, I am an Irish fan, but I'm a Sharks fan. I'm a Sharks supporter. I was raised and I was born in Durban. So I just wanted what was right. Looking at it from a perspective of a fan, not as a spectator, not being on this side or that side. Because when it comes to this, everything becomes tribal. Oh, I'm a Sharks fan, I only do this, and oh, I'm a Munster fan, all of the Irish and blah blah blah. No. Looking at it from a spectator's point, yes, it made a quite, I wouldn't even say a boring game. It was a very tactical game. It was a very technical game. But if you were to see it from, again, someone like, for instance, my wife, that she's not a fan of rugby, if she was to watch it, she would probably be asleep or, on her phone scrolling. So it definitely wasn't one of those high octane games. And yes, it definitely made it more interesting. But should it have been there? That is my question. No. The referee should have dealt with it better. It shouldn't be there. He should be off the pitch so that Jack Crowley can end up taking his penalty. Now, did it affect the game? No. There was a lot of controversy around it. There was mind games to it. But I just feel it's unnecessary. So I want to hear what you guys have to say in relation to this. Again, maybe you guys think I am being off or wrong. I don't know. But personally, if I want to be watching all the drama and all of this, I'd watch football. So just, player's injured, player's hurt, he's going through cramps. Don't let it stop the game. Take him off. Because if the shoe was on the other foot, we would be having the South Africans up in rage because the Irish did something, right? So whatever the fans did, whatever the staff did, it should not have happened. Just get it out, right? So let me know if you guys agree with me, if you disagree with me. If you disagree with me, I would love to know why, right? Give me a good detailed comment as to why you feel that what I'm saying is wrong. And I would love to have a chat with you guys. So please drop your thoughts in the comment section below. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.